Hey there, sleepyhead. I'm not sure what happened either. Well, I have an idea, but I'd like to confirm it with you first. I found you laying unconscious in the woods, so I brought you here, so I could care for you. Judging by the bite mark you have, it looks like you may have been bitten by a certain snake. Did you remember seeing a snake before you fell asleep? That's what I thought. And what did the snake look like? Oh, yeah, that's the one. It's a somewhat common snake around these woods, and when it bites something, it leaves a very unique mark, because it has 8 fangs. You have the same type of bite mark on your leg. I guess that settles the culprit then. Well, I've got good news, bad news, and worse news. The good news is the poison isn't life-threatening, so your life isn't in any danger. The bad news, though, is that it's paralytic. You won't be able to move, mostly, although you can still move your eyes, breathe, and talk, obviously. The worst news is that it's largely incurable. There isn't a medicine or spell that can cure it. At least, there isn't a spell you can cast on others to cure it, although some self-targeted spells can, which might seem pointless, since if you're paralyzed, how can you cast a spell on yourself? But it is, theoretically possible. Well, maybe I worded it weirdly. You can't actually cast a spell on yourself when you're paralyzed, obviously, but if you form a certain familiar contract and become someone's familiar, then when that master or mistress casts a spell on themselves, they can share it with their familiar, as if the familiar had cast it on themselves. Does that make any sense to you? I do, actually. I happen to know the spell that could cure you. So if you become my familiar, I could cure you of this poison. It's not that simple. Do you want to become my familiar? Because, this contract would magically enforce your obedience to me. So if I gave you an order, you would magically be compelled to obey it. So if I ordered you to jump, for instance, your legs would move on their own, and you would jump, even if you didn't want to. It's not something most people would agree to, I think. I'm guessing this is a decision you need to do some thinking about, right? Well, if you're going to maybe be my familiar someday, how about some introductions? My name is Tamamo. As you can tell from my many tales, I'm a Kitsune, or a fox girl, in more colloquial terms. And may I have the pleasure of knowing your name? My, that's a lovely name. I've already committed it to memory. Are you staring at my tails? Don't worry, it's not rude. Well, actually, I think most people would find it rude, but I don't mind if it's you. I guess you're a special exception. Do they fascinate you? If you do decide to become my familiar, then we should get more acquainted. Familiar, so to speak. Pardon the pun. But if you want to touch them, then go ahead. They're all yours. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I completely forgot you were paralyzed for a second. I'm sorry. That was really, really insensitive of me. But if you'd like, I can move my tails across your hand. I'm not sure if you'd be able to feel them, but it's worth a shot, isn't it? Would you like that? Wonderful. So, do you feel that? I'm glad you can at least move your mouth. It's nice to see you smile. You deserve to be happy. You didn't deserve something like this happening to you. Oh, sorry. Was I talking like I know you? Well, I guess, in a way, I feel like I do. You'd probably think I'm crazy, though. Say, do you believe in reincarnation? I do. But rather than believe, I think it would be more accurate to say, I know. You see, people have these auras. They're unique identifiers, kind of like fingerprints that only those with strong magical abilities can sense. And yours is the same as my old beloved. You see, now you are on your third life. On your first life, I was your familiar. But then you grew old and finally passed away. Because you are human, and your life is so short. From my perspective, anyway. Then, on your second life, fate brought you to me again, and you became my familiar. Now fate has brought you to me once more. And it seems fate would have you become my familiar a second time. I know it sounds crazy, and I'm not asking you to believe it. I'm just telling you what I believe. It'll hurt, but you can think of me as a stranger if you'd like. But I mean, it's better for you that I think you're my sweetheart from your past life, right? That way, I'll be a much kinder mistress for you. If you become my familiar, that is. Well, I know becoming someone's familiar, at least with this specific contract that could cure you, is something that takes a lot of trust. I know it's not as simple as saying, just trust me, because that's a suspicious sentence. But I think I have something that might convince you. I still have my diaries here. Yes, right here. I use them to record all the precious memories I made with you in your past 2 lives. 80 years ago, you cast your first fireball in your second life. You were so proud and excited to finally learn the spell. You just couldn't contain your smile as you showed me again and again. It was so cute how you thought it was an advanced spell. Still, it was an important milestone in your education, and I was truly proud of you. I made your favorite that night to celebrate. 100 years ago, in your second life, you were scared because you thought you saw a demon and you had thought it might be after you. That day, there weren't any demons in a 20-mile radius, but I killed all the ones in a 100-mile radius just to be sure. I also made sure to stay up all night keeping watch so you could sleep, safe and sound. You always look so cute when you sleep. By the way, I offered to go to hell to kill them again, but you said that wouldn't be necessary. You're so considerate. And let's see. There's this entry and, oh. This one is about your final moments in your past life. I'm sorry. I really don't want to read this one. Oh. I really missed you, you know. I know you don't remember anything, but it's impossible for me to forget about you. You're the only one for me. The only one I could ever make such a contract with. If you become my familiar again, I promise I will be the best possible mistress for you. I'll always protect you. I'll never let any animal hurt you ever again. I won't even let mosquitoes land on your beautiful skin. I'll burn them to death as they fly. All of them, without fail. And maybe you didn't see the outside of my home, but you know this place is built like a fortress, right? It's the perfect place to keep you safe. I know in the past you had trouble sleeping if you didn't feel safe. And if you become my familiar once more, I'll always watch you sleep. Sorry, I mean, I'll always watch over you as you sleep. Is that a bit better? I'm sure that sounds nicer, doesn't it? I'll watch over you as you sleep, to give you peace of mind, to help you rest. You know, there are these berries that you really like. Maybe you haven't tried them yet in this life, but I've always made sure to keep a lot of them on hand in preparation for the day I'd finally meet you again. If you become my familiar, you can eat as many as you like every day. And you can do lots of other things, too. You can fluff my tails every day. You always used to say you wish you had 9 hands, one for each of my tails. And of course, you'd be able to move again. So what do you say? Will you become my familiar? Really? Are you sure? I mean, I'm overjoyed for you to accept, but it's not a decision to make lightly. All right, then. That settles it. I'll make you my familiar. Now, conducting this contract is really quite simple. Most familiar contracts would require certain inks and signing a physical piece of paper, but the one I'm going to make with you today is completely verbal. All you have to do is reply to me, yes, I do. Do you understand? Good. Now then, do you accept to become my familiar, now and forever, through sickness and in health? All right, that's it. You're my familiar now. It seems sort of mundane, right? To an untrained eye, you wouldn't even think any magic happened. But the contract is also sort of romantic, don't you think? It sounds just like a wedding vow. I'll cast the healing spell now. Done. Well, that's because I'm quite a powerful mage, so the effect should be immediate. Go ahead. Why don't you try and see if you can move now? Oh, all better, right? I'm so happy for you. It's so nice to truly own you again. I really missed this. Oh, I hope you aren't offended when I say own, especially since it's the truth now that you're magically bound to me. Well, I was honest, you know. I do intend to take care of you. I just think it's easier to do so if you obey me. In your second life, you had wanted familiars besides just me, which would have really complicated my ability to take care of you. So in that life, I made you my familiar. I think I'm going to keep on making you my familiar in all of your lives from now on. It'll make things much better for the both of us. Do you doubt the contract really works? If you'd like, I can give you an order. Certainly. Let me think. Something that would be easy on you. I can compel you to tell the truth. Let's start with that one. Answer me honestly, then. Are you thinking of running? Really? I thought for sure you were at least considering it. I'm so proud of you. I should give you an order just in case you change your mind, though. I order you to never try and escape me. There. You know, I'm really curious about what your experience have been in this life so far. Tell me, are you single? Wonderful. But you are a bit mistaken there. You're not single anymore. Because from now on, you're with me. Do you have any exes, by the way? And theoretically, how would you feel if they died? Oh, good. I won't have to do anything. That simplifies our living situation quite a bit, then. Let's see. I'm a bit scared to ask this next one, and I know you just met me in this life, but... do you... like me? Really? How much do you like me? Would you cry if I died? Would you visit my grave every day? Do you think you're going to dream about me? Do you love me more than sleep? Do you love me more than food? If you had to choose between saving me or 100 strangers, who would you save? What about 200 strangers? 300? Would you, sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you lose track of questions. I just, never mind that. I got carried away. I should take things a bit more slowly now. since we have the rest of your life to catch up. And even when you grow old and die again, I'll definitely make you all mine once more. Because it's fate. And I love you too much to let you go. Oh. Also, something I just remembered. There is one important question I should ask you. Theoretically speaking, that is. Would you hate me if I told you that I was the one who sent the snake